unlocking the periodic table. Hey there, scientists! Have you ever wondered how scientists keep track of all the elements that make up our world, from the oxygen you breathe to the gold in jewelry? Well, that's where the periodic table of elements comes in. It may look like a giant puzzle of letters and numbers, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools in all of science. Let's take a closer look. The periodic table is a chart that organizes all known elements, those pure substances that can't be broken down into anything simpler. Every element has a name, a symbol so that you are able to know which element it is, and a unique atomic number which tells us how many protons are in its atoms. But here's the really cool part. The table is called periodic because the elements follow repeating patterns or periodic trends in how they behave. That's why it's not just a list, it's a map full of clues. Let's talk about groups or columns. Elements in the same group share similar properties. Why? Because they have the same number of valence electrons. Those are the outermost electrons that decide how an element reacts with others. So if you know how one element behaves, you can predict how others in the same group will behave too. For example, Group 1 elements like sodium and potassium are superreactive metals. Group 17, the halogens like chlorine and fluorine, are reactive nonmetals. And Group 18, the noble gases like helium and neon, are calm and unreactive. They like to keep to themselves. Now look at the periods, the rows going across. As you move from left to right, the properties of the elements change gradually. Metals on the left become less metallic, and by the time you reach the right side, you're in nonmetal territory. Most of the elements on the table are metals. They're shiny, strong, and great at conducting electricity. On the right side, we find nonmetals like oxygen and nitrogen, essential for life but very different from metals. And between them, a zigzag staircase of metalloids, elements like silicon that have traits of both metals and nonmetals. The periodic table is more than just a chart, it's a predictive tool. Want to know if something's magnetic? Look at its group. Want to guess how it'll react with water or acid? The table can help with that too. So let's review. How many groups are there? How many periods are there? As you go down groups, does the reactivity increase or decrease? Where are the noble gases? Where are the metals? Where are the nonmetals? Where are the transition metals? Students, rewatch the video if you need to.